Zach Thomas is finally in the NFL Hall of Fame. In case you missed the NFL Honors Show, Zach Thomas was brought on stage by Jimmy Johnson, and he's going to be getting his yellow jacket in Canton this summer. Zach Thomas is one of the most dominant and well-respected linebackers in NFL history. Thomas was drafted in the 5th round in the NFL draft by the Miami Dolphins back in 1996. Over the course of his 12-year career with the Dolphins, he made a name for himself and was proven to be one of the best linebackers in the game. He racked up some great accomplishments. Zach Thomas was the AFC Rookie of the Year back in 1996. Thomas was named to the Pro Bowl 7 times, and he was named to the All-Pro team 5 times. In addition, Zach Thomas was named to the All-Decade team for the 2000s. Not bad for a linebacker standing only 5 feet 11.
You know, I'm just a small town kid from West Texas, man. And for me to be here with all these greats, legends, that I used to watch and even play with, it's just an honor, man. It's humbling. And I'm just so grateful for everybody that helped me along the way, because you're not self-made. But to look back when I was 8 years old and, it would be a huge dream for me just to make it to the NFL, but to end up being Hall of Famer is crazy, man. It's crazy when I think about it. I'm proud to represent all our defense. We had those great defenses when I played, and I owe it to all those guys. I guess somebody has to get the credit. My D-line did all the work, and I'll take the credit, but I know I'm so grateful for those guys, the linebackers that I played side by side. It was just a fun journey, and it's a humbling honor for me, but I'm just so grateful just to, even get this far.
Have you decided, I know it's sudden, but have you decided on a presenter yet?
Who would be your guess?
Jimmy Johnson?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All day long. He's a guy that gave me a start rookie year from the get-go. He threw me in the mix from the get-go. I was there for special teams. Mike Westhoff helped out in getting me there, but Jimmy put trust in me before we even played a football game, man. We played preseason game. He's like, all right, you're going to be starting. And he told me, don't let me down. And I never wanted to let him down because of that start, because, man, I was a long shot, man. I never got the respect I felt like I needed, and that's my motivation. But, for being my size most of the way, because I didn't fit the part. But it gives hope to those kids that don't fit the part, that are undersized. You could end up a Hall of Famer one day if you just believe on yourself.
Thomas was known for his tenacity, his intelligence, his football acumen, and his versatility on the field. He had a unique ability to read the game and anticipate the movement of the other players, which allowed him to make crucial tackles and interceptions. Thomas was so legendary about his film work that he would often understand the plays the other team was going to run better than they did. And just to mess with quarterbacks, he would often yell out the play right before the snap. Thomas was also a leader in the locker room with his dedication and untiring work ethic. What I remember, and it won't leave me, is whether you're a good teammate or not. It relates to everything. It doesn't matter what business you're in. If I made the Hall of Fame, but then I was a jerk, if I was all about myself, I wouldn't want to be in the Hall of Fame, I feel like you can ask any one of my teammates. That goes a long way in how I was as a teammate. That's what winning is to me. It was always about the respect. Off the field, Thomas has been equally respected. He's well known for his charitable work, especially with the Zach Thomas Foundation. And the Zach Thomas Foundation helps underprivileged children back in his hometown of Pampa, Texas. He's also a devoted family man. Today, Thomas, his wife Maritza, and their 3 children live in a gorgeous beachfront home here in South Florida. And I drive by it all the time on the Hillsborough Mile, and it's friggin' awesome. For years, many Miami Dolphins fans lamented about Zach Thomas not being elected to the Hall of Fame. I love this response Zach Thomas once gave in regards to being snubbed from the NFL Hall of Fame. It's all perspective. It's how you look at things. just being grateful for everything I've got. Man, this game gave me too much to sit here and complain about the highest honor. I never really got too worked up when it comes to things I can't control. But the one thing I can control is my attitude and being grateful. I would never be the type to come out and complain about anything about football. This game has been so good to me. I owe the game. Zach Thomas now joins over 25 players and coaches from the Miami Dolphins in the NFL Hall of Fame, including Bob Greasy, Larry Zonka, Dan Marino, and the most recent Miami Dolphins inductee in 2017, Jason Taylor. Congratulations to Zach Thomas. Your yellow jacket was surely earned and absolutely deserved. Let me know what you guys think about Zach Thomas finally getting into the Hall of Fame. Fins up.
Is anybody catching on to this Barry guy?